You're listening to the Platte River Bard.
Hello, and welcome to the Platte River Bard. This is Chris Berger.
And I'm Sherry Berger.
And we are here at Opera Omaha with Laura Marsh. She is the director of production here. And we have invaded their offices, and she has been very kind to talk to us about their upcoming production, which is the fantastic Mr. Fox, which runs June 5th through June 8th. The 5th and 6th, it's at 7 p.m., and the 7th and 8th is at 2 p.m. And you guys are very close to getting ready to put this on.
We are. Hello.
Nice to see you.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Thanks for inviting us.
Always. Happy to do it. And this is kind of a fun one because this is for kids.
Yes.
Well, it's for families.
Correct. For families.
It's also very much for kids.
Yes. It's a little bit out of the traditional box, so to speak, for Opera Omaha season.
Yeah.
This is the first year we are doing a family series production.
That's neat.
Hence Fantastic Mr. Fox and a great storyline the youth will follow along with, but
Yes.
fun for all the families. And that's its intention, to invite all.
Wonderful. And this is composed by Tobias Picker.
Correct.
And the libretto is by Donald Sturrock.
Yep.
Composed in 1998. It's an Opera Omaha company premiere.
Yes, it is. More of a contemporary side, as you might imagine, with this story. And something, again, that'll be able to be presented to the youth and be a lot of fun. And we wanted to make sure it was something that we can end the season out with the school getting out and fun for the families to kick off the summer. And it fit perfectly compared to the rest of the season.
Yes.
So it'd be a lot of wonderful fun times out in the venue.
Great. And you've got also a relaxed performance on Saturday the 7th.
Yeah, what is that? What is a relaxed performance?
Yes, relaxed performance is getting a lot more awareness in Omaha about accessibility to productions. Okay. A lot of times when people think about opera, theater, these productions that you can go to, that there's the stuffy, you must sit, be still, be quiet, all that. Right. And there are certainly the atmospheres for that.
Yeah.
But this is an atmosphere that does not need to be the case 100% of the time. And so what we've done is, while we have 3 of those 4 productions where people can sit and still have a great time and put out their lawn chairs and their blankets, etc., in the venue, which we'll get to in a moment.
Oh, yes.
Wonderful.
But then we'll have another production of which where persons might have a little bit of angst about sitting still, or getting a bit fidgety, or need to move around. Then they can go towards the back of the space. Feel free to get up, walk around, and listen to the operatic singing, watch the set, and all the fun things happening while they get to move around and not feel so stifled in their seats.
Right. Oh, wow. Yeah, that is different, because usually at the Orpheum, when you see an opera, you have to go, if you have to go out for some reason, you have to wait until the break. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So this is completely different.
Well, and you talked about the venue, so these aren't going to be at the Orpheum?
No, this one is going to be at the Lauritzen Gardens.
Yes.
Ooh, okay.
Beautiful place.
Very beautiful. And so it has taken a lot of planning. The goal is to have it outside on that plaza area. When you get through the main entrance and through, going back to the gardens, there's that plaza cement area. So our set design will be on that concrete pad, and that's where the performers will perform, including our 7-piece orchestra.
Wow.
Should we need to go to a weather plan, we'll move indoors in that floral hall. That's the room that has that pond and that fireplace.
Okay.
So we'll play on the opposite end of that, and so we will be prepared.
So rain or shine.
Yes. Rain or shine.
Good.
So do not think it's canceled.
Yeah, if it rains, they'll just move inside where it's also beautiful.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah, the whole place is amazing. So, yes. Oh, that'll be neat. And now all the performances are going to be there?
Correct.
Awesome.
Yeah. What a beautiful place.
Yeah.
And so a little bit about the story. Do you want to tell us a little bit about the story without telling us too much?
Sure. This story is essentially, we've got animals versus humans. And you've got right versus wrong, and how can we live together in harmony? You've got Mr. Fox, who kills a chicken. Sad face, right?
Yes.
But he needs to survive. So
Right.
he's in survival mode. And the farmers get mad, though, right? So
Right.
they seek revenge.
Oh.
And Mr. Fox and his family, there's Mrs. Fox, and there's 4 fox cubs.
Oh.
And so the family is trying to survive everything the farmers throw at them. And they have a lot of friends. They have a porcupine friend and a hedgehog friend. And I won't give them all away, but a lot
Okay.
of fun characters.
Oh, fun.
And so together they work to persevere and try and live in harmony with the farmers. And you will just have to come see what happens and how they work it all out.
That's great.
right. Okay.
So obviously you've got costumes.
Yes.
We do. I'm going to go backwards a second and talk about the set, which leads to costumes. So the set has been designed by Edward Morris, and Edward needed to make sure he designed a set that would fit the indoors and the outdoors, first of all, right? Then there was the concept between him and the director, Allison Morrison, what they wanted to create, what kind of world, what was the look and the aesthetic. So once they chose that, then Edward could move forward from there. And so you've got this combination of the fox world and the farmer world. And so we've got some fun, mostly static set pieces because of the conditions, but they're a lot of fun. You've got to think chickens and geese and the foxhole and where they live and all these great spaces, as well as accommodating orchestra. So we've got a shed. It's an overhang to help protect the orchestra, but it's a shed, so it's part of the design.
Oh, okay,
so
cool.
a very clever way of incorporating the orchestra with the farm world. And then with those colors and keeping all of that in mind, that led to costumes. So costumes then needs to follow kind of the color palette. Also that look. Again, what were they trying to generate? So we've got some fun. I've said the word fun a lot, but it is pure fun. Costumes that will depict the animals all in their own special ways. So everybody will know, oh, that is a fox. Oh, that is a badger or what have you, with the colors or claws and fun things, without being big, giant like Barney or something like that, right?
Completely masked up and
Right. So
'Cause they gotta sing.
with that, they've got colors that coordinate with the set. Ashley Solomon is the one who created those costumes, designed them, and will be with us for the tech time to pull it together. In addition, we've got another wonderful aspect that we had to keep in mind with all this, and that is 3 puppets.
Ooh.
Puppets.
Everybody loves puppets.
Yes.
These were created by Andy Mungick, designed and created, and they just arrived in Omaha this week.
Oh,
We
they
cannot
just
wait
got
to
here?
see them.
Fun.
But they will be part of the farmer's life and lives, I should say. And you'll just have to come see them because they are larger than life.
They are big
Hint,
puppets.
hint.
Oh,
That's
excellent.
awesome. Wow.
I love it. No, I thought fantastic. I thought that was right. It's based on a Roald Dahl story, The Fantastic Mr. Fox, which I knew and I had it in my head, and I wanted to make sure before I said it that was right. Yes, of course he did James and the Giant Peach and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and Matilda and BFG and all that. But yes, Roald Dahl, which is why it's such a great story.
And the composer is American.
Absolutely. No, I love it. I love this kind of stuff anyway. So I'm for anything with
Puppets.
puppets. Yes, well, of course, I'm a sucker for a puppet show.
Everybody's a sucker for puppets.
I'm also a
We love it.
sucker. I'm also a sucker for talking animals, and I don't know why.
Talking animals are good.
Yeah.
takes us back
Anthropomorphic
to Sesame
animals.
Street,
I'm into it.
And in this case, singing animals.
Exactly.
Right?
I know. Even if it's traumatizing, like the old Watership Down cartoon, I'm still into it.
Oh, but this will not be traumatizing.
No, this is Roald Dahl, so it'll be
They
fun.
will find resolve.
Exactly. It'll be a nice story.
Yes.
Yeah.
There won't be any,
This is more Sesame Street.
not
than-
nearly as much death,
than that,
yes.
yeah.
Right. And how they're going to accomplish that is we've got our principal singers, the adults,
Yes.
right, along with the 4 fox cubs as
Yes.
part of the principal group, as well as a youth choir, a youth
Oh, neat.
Omaha singing group. We're working with Sing Omaha to
Cool.
to teach the music, and then
Oh,
we will
great.
bring in. I should know this off the top of my head, 15, 17, I don't even remember,
Okay.
several youth to be a part of it.
Yeah.
So they'll get to be
Yeah.
fun characters as well.
Nice.
Oh, great.
And the director is figuring out what all characters they'll depict, and I'll get to be a part of it and just have a
Cool.
great time.
That is genius. It is amazing how many kids will get into something when they see other kids doing it.
They
Yes.
will.
You know, and it's not just adults
Yes.
that are, that's
It's not just an
huge.
adult thing.
That's
Yeah,
huge.
It is. I've watched it happen. Yeah, it's such an amazing thing to bring the little kids into the opera, especially something like Fantastic
Yes,
Mr. Fox.
they'll be like, hey, I can do that.
yeah.
They will. And
Yeah.
the interesting part about it, and this is recently what I've learned from our head of music, Josh Quinn, he talked about the music and how it's actually quite difficult. It's got some different timings, and I'm not the musical savvy person, so I just listened to Josh, and he talks about how the youth so far are really picking up on the music wonderfully, great, that they're having a great time, and they don't even realize it's difficult music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just doing
They're
it.
just doing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so back to your point of other youth will see that and go, wow, I can do that too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, you can do it.
Yes, don't underestimate them. They
No,
can do it.
I
That's
know.
awesome.
Yeah.
What a great idea.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. The whole thing's a great idea. I mean, just having an opera for kids
Doing it in the
and of
gardens,
itself
I think, is really
is a great
cool.
idea. Yeah.
We're very excited.
That's neat that they work with you on that.
Yes.
Yes. So kudos to them for being willing to give up their space.
They are. I mean, don't get me wrong. The public space will still be open for their ticketing hours and to
Absolutely.
see the gardens and all that. But we hope people come see the gardens and then stay and
And then
watch
see
us,
the
or vice
show.
versa, right? But it is,
Cool.
they are giving up a lot of space, and it's going to be
neat that they were
a lot of
doing that.
setup, but they are game, and
That's awesome.
and
man.
it's been great working. They've been great partners.
Yes. Their outreach is amazing. I remember meeting them for the first time down at Union Station during some of the teachers' conferences. And we had a table for the theater down there. And they were handing out plants. They like to really be involved in community stuff. So that's
Yeah,
great. I
they
mean,
really are.
What a great partner for you guys, because you're just the same way.
Yeah, you
know,
guys really are.
and-
No, it's one of the things that we really find refreshing about Opera Omaha is it's every time we talk to you, you're working with somebody new, reaching out to some new thing that you haven't done before.
And yeah.
Because we thought this would be neat. Let's try this, and it is.
Yes, it is. Of course it is.
And just like Fantastic Mr. Fox, never done this before.
Nope.
Never put on an opera for kids in a garden space before. This is going to be great.
Yes.
It is, and that's one of the goals. Our wonderful general director, Allison Swinson.
Yeah.
Yes, the other awesome.
Part of what she is seeking is more collaboration throughout the city. Mm-hmm. So we have the shows that go to and belong in the Orpheum.
Absolutely.
We are very aware of that there are other spaces and partnerships and community needs and community desires and there, so we love that. We love seeking out ways to be accessible to different demographics, to different venues. So that is definitely a great part of the mission, to be able to collaborate with different groups and make this accessible to all. Everybody have a great time. Mm-hmm. Gone are the days when people say opera is, not for me. It's too upscale for me. It's not.
No,
it's very
no.
accessible.
Yeah.
The music touches your heart no matter what age you are or even what the storyline is. You just got to find ways to, with each storyline, of how to reach those hearts, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And the music's amazing. The sets are always amazing. The costumes, you guys always have such great people. Okay.
Whimsical world of furry friends and adventures. Bring your blankets and chairs and enjoy this performance on the lawn at Lauritzen Gardens.
That's right. Bring your blankets and chairs.
Yes, being an outdoor performance, not
Yes.
unlike other outdoor performances we've seen
Yes.
around the city. You want to bring your blankets, bring your chairs. Of course, if you're a high back chair, you might want to sit towards the back,
Oh,
and
sure.
keep the blankets in
Right.
front, and then low chair, medium chair, high chair, right? Kind
Yeah.
of stagger that back.
Fair
So
enough.
think about what you want to bring. Also, think about the weather, and because we know
Yes.
Nebraska is Nebraska, and
Right. Oh,
yes.
sometimes you need a short sleeve shirt, and then all of a sudden you find yourself putting on a jacket.
Yep.
So, but rain or shine, here we
Rain
are.
or shine,
Might
the
still need
performances
bug
will
spray
happen.
or SPF, possibly.
Yes,
Those kinds of things.
That's all right.
Yeah.
water
absolutely.
is fine. Bring your water.
Okay.
Nice.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Oh,
Thank
how
you, Laura.
fun. Thank you
Thank you
so
for
much.
For talking with us again, and thanks to Opera Omaha for inviting us back and talking about the fantastic Mr. Fox.
Yay.
Coming up on June 5th through the 8th. Thank you very much.
Thank
you.
you. We can't wait to see all of you there.
Oh, wonderful. Tickets are limited and there is a waiting list. The link to the waiting list is listed in the show notes. Fantastic Mr. Fox runs June 6th through the 8th. For tickets and more information, go to operaomaha.org. Thank you for listening and supporting the arts in the Platte River area and beyond. Please subscribe to our podcast so you are sure to catch all of our future episodes and join us on social media. See you next time on the Platte River Bard.